Y'all, honestly, I feel sorry for her. This video is brought to you by Beating Black and Blue. Beating Black and Blue, being a black cop in America under siege. My book is available on Amazon. Link is in the description section. Like and subscribe to this channel. Download the podcast, the Pete Tatum Show podcast, on all podcasting platforms. That link is in the description section. Also, text Tatum to 53445. Text Tatum to 53445 and text Tatum to 53445. I got to say it 3 times. If you want to be on the text messaging list, I love you guys. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel sorry for this young lady. Normally, I just go off and I just bash them and embarrass the concepts that they push into the atmosphere. However, I've been praying and I'm trying to be compassionate about what I say about other people. I'm trying to be more Christ-like and not trying to destroy people and try to understand where they're coming from. However, I'm going to play this clip. I think that this is a problem in our society and people are being thrusted into a fallen state because they do not observe God. Now, them not observing God is for multiple reasons. Maybe they've been hurt. Maybe they've been exposed to these fake Christians out here. Or maybe they just in denial, but they don't understand that they need God. The pronoun and the non-binary stuff to me is a spiritual, mental illness. And I really wish these people would get help so they don't end up like this lady. But just listen to the first couple words that she say and the trauma that she's going through on pronouns. Roll the film.
I've tried calling friends. Nobody's picking up, so I just am going to dump this here. It's the middle of the day. I completely understand, but I just had a really harrowing experience at work. I have this one coworker who simply refuses to use the correct pronouns for me. I've called her out every time she misgenders me, and she just is resigned to not change. And today just broke something in me. I just snapped. I ended up yelling at her after the 3rd time she misgendered me, and within like 30 minutes, like, I use they, them pronouns.
It's more. It's 3 minutes of this. But I would like to understand in a more productive way, what makes a person so irritated at someone using pronouns that may be different than the way they want them to be used. And just think about this for a minute. This is a girl. I can roll the dice, and this is a girl, right? You have to understand that you may see yourself that way, which is fine. Others may not see you that way. You have created an English language structure that is inconsistent with the natural English language. You have created another language. You can, a singular person can be they and them. That's completely against everything in the English language, regardless of what you think your gender is or what you think your sex is or how you see yourself. You are speaking incorrect English. And then you expect another person to abide by that. I don't understand why people get so upset. You should understand that there's 2 ways to think about it. Just like you want to be accepted for the way you think, you have to accept that others may differ in the way you think. The problem when somebody cries like this, it isn't the pronoun. It's something that's broken on the inside of them that makes them feel incompetent or makes them feel some type of way to get emotional because they don't have control over their life or they feel inadequate on the inside. Because honestly, if you really feel like you a girl or a boy or a they, you should not be too concerned with what other people think. Because when you go home from work, you are who you are. And it's just the way I see it. I'm going to let you listen to a little bit more of what you have to say because it's very interesting and she needs to be heard on this so you can understand the full perspective.
And she got so defensive. And I just started explaining to her, like, I'm sick and tired of this shit. Like, you need to at least make an attempt. And she popped off, got upset, got defensive. What are you going to do about it? And I just said, I'm going to be really hurt and sad. Like, that's all I can do about it. And the worst part is that at that point, my boss, who claims to be so woke and like happy and joyous and making a safe, positive environment for everybody, gangs up on me with her and says, like, this is, Carson, like, shut up. This is not the time for a political statement. And I was upset, rightfully so, but...
Long story short, she ended up walking out on her job. She quit her job. Well, they may let her back in there, but she walks out of her job and drives to somewhere and makes this video. I feel bad for her because you could tell she's genuinely upset. The problem is that parents need to help raise their children to be stronger and to be more equipped to deal with reality. If you get so flustered, see, this is the thing. The privilege of these young people is out of control. If you know how she can probably walk out on her job is because she know her parents and other people probably will be supporting her. I don't know that to be true, but when people do stuff like this, it's because they can afford to take risks because other people are going to accommodate them. Mommy and daddy is going to let you come stay in the house because you didn't quit your job because of somebody said the wrong pronoun. This is the weak mentality that we're building in our young people. You can't just walk off on no job. You know how upset I was on plenty of jobs that I worked on? Oh, but because I was the sole provider of my own household, which at the time before I was married, I had children, it was just me. I can't walk out on my job. I better find ways to balance my emotions so that they don't overcome me and I make a mistake that I can never come back from. But these young people can just do whatever they want. They just go on, and I would just wish that God, somebody could give her the gospel, the true gospel, not the Joe Osteen gospel, but the true gospel of Jesus Christ, so that she can find comfort and she can find clarity in how she feels on the inside and have guidance to what's going to make you a better person, what's going to make you more confident in who you are. Not trying to be non-binary and all this other stuff, because I mean it's just a slippery slope. You go to date somebody, you got to tell them that you binary, non-binary, or whatever they call it. You got to tell them what you're working with. Some dude come up to you and think you're a girl and want to date you. What you gonna say? You can't be a boy because they need to know you ain't a boy, or that you a girl. And if a girl want to come talk to you because they think you're a little boy, because that's what you look like, you either look like a little 13-year-old boy or you look like a girl, one of the two. But if you are looking a certain way and you're presenting a certain way, and somebody wants to talk to you, you have to disclose that, which should give you the understanding that you can never escape what you were biologically born with. You can't escape it. You could take hormones. You can ask people to they, them, you. All you want, but when you go home in the middle and you go home at night, when you go to take a shower or you go to use the bathroom, you're going to realize who you really are or the way you were really made. And it's a struggle for some of these people, but in society, I really do wish that we would teach our young people to be stronger, to be okay with people disagreeing with you. If I had the attitude like this, I couldn't make it in life. You know what I mean? People come out against me and talk crazy to me and say I hate myself and I hate black people and all of these different things. I mean, I've been to events where I had 450 people in the room and only 50 of them were supportive of me. The rest of them booed me on the stage. But I'm confident enough in who I am that I could be the only one saying something in a room full of 20,000 people. And not one of them is going to sway. Not one of them will sway how I feel because I know it to be true. If she knew that she really was a non-binary person, she wouldn't even care. The fact is, she understands that that's a made-up ideology that cannot be consistent in real life. So anyway, I just want y'all to see that, man. I feel bad for the girl. I want to pray for her that God can open her mind up and give her some peace, because they slip these kids down a slippery slope off a cliff. Because it's impossible to be a non-binary person in the world that we live in. You can't just say, oh, I'm ambiguous. You can, but other people may not see you that way. And you're going to get misgendered for the rest of your life. And you have to be okay with it. Comment in the comment section, like and subscribe to the channel. I love you guys. See you on the next one. I'm out.